The Enchanted Camping Adventure. The sun was setting, painting the sky with streaks of orange and pink, as four friends, Ella, Jake, Mia, and Sam, set off on a camping adventure in the Whispering Woods. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves, and the air was as crisp as a freshly picked apple. The friends carried backpacks stuffed with supplies and had their hearts brimming with excitement. "I swear, if I see one spider, I'm out," Mia said, swatting the air dramatically. Jake grinned. "You said that the last time we camped, and then you screamed over a pine cone." "It looked like a tarantula," she protested, laughing. Ella rolled her eyes with a smile. "Come on, you love this stuff just as much as we do." Sam walked a little ahead, pulling a crumpled map out of his back pocket. "Okay, if we're right, the perfect campsite should be just past that ridge. It's totally secluded." "Secluded or haunted?" Jake teased. "I vote haunted," Ella said, raising an eyebrow. "Adds to the adventure." They all laughed, their voices bouncing off the trees like happy echoes. The trail led them through a lush landscape of tangled roots, mossy stones, and shafts of golden sunlight piercing through the canopy. A stream babbled nearby, its waters so clear they looked like liquid crystal. A squirrel darted past them, chattering furiously as if scolding them for trespassing. The Whispering Woods were wild and wondrous, and every twist of the trail seemed to tell its own quiet tale. Eventually, they reached a clearing nestled among the towering pine trees. The campsite was perfect. Flat ground, soft moss, and a ring of stones ready for a fire. The scent of pine was sharp and mixed with the earthy smell of the forest floor. "This is better than any app or screen," Sam said, stretching his arms overhead. Don't tell my phone that," Jake joked. "It might get jealous." After setting up camp, they gathered firewood and got a fire going. The crackle pop of the flames filled the air, and the golden sparks flew upward like tiny fireworks. They roasted marshmallows until they were sweet and golden, their laughter echoing through the trees. "To s'mores and stories," Mia declared, raising her stick like a toast. "To friendship," Ella added. They sat in a circle, the night sky glittering above them. The stars blanketed the heavens so thickly, it looked as if someone had spilled a jar of glitter across the sky. Rustle, rustle. A faint sound came from the bushes behind them. "Did you hear that?" Ella whispered. "Definitely not a marshmallow," Jake said. Mia clutched her blanket. "Guys, what if it's a bear?" "Or a ghost," Sam added. Another loud snap made them all jump. "I think we should check it out," Ella said. Sam grabbed a flashlight. "Let's stick together." The crunch of their footsteps on the leaves was the only sound as they moved deeper into the woods. The moon above them was a glowing guardian, and their shadows curled around the trees like ink. "You guys feel that?" Jake asked. "Like the woods are watching?" "I feel it too," Ella said. "It's not bad, just strange." Suddenly, the flashlight flickered and went out with a sharp zzz. "Not funny, Sam," Mia hissed. "I didn't do it," he said, smacking the flashlight in his palm. Ahead, they saw a towering ancient tree rising from the forest floor. It seemed to pulse with a faint, glowing energy. Its bark was covered in moss and strange patterns that looked almost like prehistoric runs. The tree had a presence, calm, ancient, and alive. Then, crack! The sound split the night like lightning. Glowing eyes appeared from behind the tree. What was that?" Mia whispered. The eyes blinked. Then a warm voice echoed from the tree itself. "Fear not, young adventurers." The friends stood frozen as the tree swayed gently. "I am the guardian of the Whispering Woods," it said, "and I need your help." The friends exchanged stunned glances. "You need us?" Ella asked. "The forest is in danger," the guardian replied. A fierce storm approaches, stronger than any before. I need your help to protect this sacred place. Without hesitation, the friends agreed. What do we need to do? Jake asked. Use what the forest has given you. Build a windbreak from the fallen branches and stones. Protect my roots, and the forest shall stand strong. As the wind began to stir the trees, the campers rushed into action. They moved like clockwork, gathering and stacking. Their teamwork was so smooth, it would have made a sports coach cry with joy. The wind began to howl through the trees like a wild beast. They worked faster. Grab more sticks, Mia shouted. We need a barrier thicker than a brick wall. The storm came crashing in, thunder growling above them. The rain poured down in wild sheets, drenching them completely. The trees groaned and the branches thrashed. But the kids didn't stop. They stacked, braced, and reinforced. They built like their lives depended on it, because in that moment, it felt like the whole forest did. Finally, when the storm reached its height, the tree held firm behind their barrier. The wind screamed, the rain pounded, but the whispering woods stood strong. Together, the four friends felt as mighty as a mountain. When the sky cleared, the forest sparkled with raindrops. The air was fresh and still, and a hush settled over everything. The guardian's voice came again, full of warmth. You've done well! You are protectors now. Keep this magic close. From one of its branches, 4 pine cones dropped to the mossy ground, each one glowing faintly with golden light. They picked them up carefully. The pine cones slowly shimmered softly in their hands. Forest-fueled friendship forever, Jake said with a wink. They laughed, tired and soaked, but filled with a joy that bubbled bigger than their backpacks. As they returned to camp, their fire still faintly smoldering, the woods felt different, like a place that they truly belonged. The sky was clear again. Above them, the stars twinkled like secrets in the sky. Back at camp, they huddled close beneath their tents. The pine cones rested beside them, glowing gently in the dark. They would never forget this night. Not the fire, not the storm, not the ancient tree with a voice as deep as the earth. And not the moment they learned that even in the quietest forest, something magical always awaits. Their friendship had grown stronger than steel, stitched together by bravery, belief, and a forest full of whispers.